The Settings section provides you with multiple configuration options such as changing the time zone. Next is the Group section from where you can manage and create groups for your agents. To edit an existing group, simply click the Edit button on the right of it. To create a new group, click the Create button from the top right. To add agents to the group, simply drag them over to the right column, specify a name for the group, and click Save. In the Roles and Permissions section, you can create profiles to specify the rights users have. For example, if they can edit their profiles, listen to recordings, or see the leads in the queue. You will then be able to assign these profiles when creating a new user, or assign them to pre-existing users when editing them. Custom fields allow you to edit existing fields for your leads or create additional ones. You can specify whether they have to be filled by marking them as required, and whether they can be exported. To create a custom field, simply click the Create button on the top right. Here you can give it a title under the label field as you require. Next, select what type the field should be. You can choose from multiple field types, such as a number field, date field, and more. Once done, click Save. You will now see it in the list and be able to use it when creating a lead. Under the Status section, you can create pause statuses for your agents to use during work or break. To create a new status, click on the Create button. From here, you can give your status a name and choose what type it should be. In order for the agents to be able to use that status, ensure that it is selected under the respective campaign as a pause status. Afterwards, the agent will see it as an option when choosing their pause status. You can also create custom and additional disposition statuses that the agents can use after calling a lead. To do so, click on the Create button, specify the name of the status and type. Next, ensure that the status is selected as a lead status for the respective campaign. And now the agent will have that status as an option during the disposition after their call. In the Security section, you can whitelist IPs. To do so, click on the Create button. You can then whitelist a single IP or an IP range per country. Under the Security log, you can see logs of users who have whitelisted IPs and more. Finally, under the Failed Login Attempts section, you can see users who have attempted to log in but failed, either due to an incorrect password or a login. The Recycle bin allows you to restore deleted campaigns, lists, leads, and even users. To restore any of them, simply select the one you wish to restore. Then click on the Action button and select Restore. Afterwards, the user will be restored and can be used once again. You can do the same for a campaign as you require. The Reports section is where you can configure the effective call setting. Under Extensions, you can create and manage your existing extensions. When creating an extension, keep in mind that the extension number must be between 300 and 700. Then set a password and click Save to create your extension. To edit an existing extension, simply select the Edit option under the Action column. You can also delete it if required. Under the Phone Numbers section, you can manage all the numbers you have under your account. You can add the numbers to groups and configure additional settings for them, such as the route option if the calls should be routed to the call menu. This allows the system to route inbound calls to other extensions. You can also specify the drop action for calls when there are no available agents or rules for these calls. From the call times, you can set time conditions for the inbound calls. You can also add a custom welcome message as well as set a custom music on hold. You can also create inbound rules to allow incoming calls and specify the settings as you require. Lastly, under Integrations, you can create workflows to integrate with many different products as seen here. For example, a workflow integrating multiple products. To create a workflow, click on Create, then specify the name of your workflow and click OK. You can add various nodes and triggers as you require. Lastly, under the Swagger section, you will find all the API documentation and details in order to interact with the Squaretalk dashboard through API.